So what we need to do now is add our token to our hub context, and what we'll do is we'll go back to our startup class, and inside our services and where we're adding authentication, what we can do here is hook into our JWT bearer events and do something with the token when we receive it. So what I can do down here is add another option. And what we can do is say opt.events equals new JWT bearer events. And inside here, what we want to do, the specific event we want to hook into is the on message received. And we'll pass in the context. And then what we want to do is get our token out of our context. So what we'll do is we'll say var access token equals context.request.query, and what we're looking for here is something called access_token. Now this will become clearer when we set this up on the client side, because this name is important, and it's important this is spelt exactly as I've written it here as well, because this is how it's going to be sent from the client side of what we're doing here. Then what we want to do is get a reference to the path of the request that's coming in, so we'll say var path equals context.http context.request.path. And then what we want to do is we want to check that we have an access token, and the path starts with /chat, which matches what we're doing down here. So we'll say path if, and add the not operator, and say string is null or empty, and we'll check our access token is not empty, and the path starts with segments, and we'll specify /chat. And inside here, and let's just try and format this so it is a bit clearer. So we're basically checking to see if we've got something inside our access token, and the path that we're trying to access starts with /chat. And if it does, then what we'll do is we'll say context.token equals access token. And then after this, we'll return task.completed task, and we'll need to bring in system threading tasks as well, and just close these off with semicolons. And what we also need to do in here is just to remove the error is also bring in using api.SignalR so that we've got access to our chat hub. So we've now got all the pieces in place on our server. What we need to do next is add SignalR to our client, and we'll take a look at what we need to do for that next.